Welcome to the Cosmic Drag Podcast with Rashina, the homegirl healer, your source for the trillest, intuitive coaching and encouragement for Black women straight from the universe. Get ready for some real spilling and real healing.
Hey, homegirls. It's your girl, Rashina, the homegirl healer, and this is the Cosmic Drag, honey. We finna pull these cards and let the universe drag us for filth and for healing at the same damn time. So you better secure them unsecured edges, girl, before they get cosmically snatched, and let's get into it. So, hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Cosmic Drag. I know that I took a little bit of a break last week, but the reason being is because last week was my boo's birthday, and he definitely be working just as hard on this podcast as we do. So my boo was not fitting to work for his birthday week. So shout out to my boo. Yes, Black Husband Magic. He out here doing the damn thing. So happy birthday to my boo. But also, I'm happy to be back with y'all. So today's deck, because we're going to get into it, because I know y'all done waited 2 weeks to get this episode, child, and it's fine because we here now. So let's get into it. So the deck that we're going to be using today is the Soulful Woman Guidance cards. Yes, Soulful Woman. That sounds so good and delectable, honey. I'm here for it. And the deck is by Shashan Movsesian and Gemma Summers. Like I done told y'all before, honey, I am not no damn encyclopedia, so my apologies if I mispronounce anyone's name, child, but I did my best. So anyway, we're not going to delay. We're going to jump right into this cosmic read. Let's get these cards popping and see what the universe got to say for us today. All right. So we got our 3 cards. Let's see. Ooh, the first card. This is a nice one. Following my truth. Believing in and following my inner truth helps me live an authentic and empowered life. Yes, that sounds like the type of time I'm trying to be on, honey, and I hope you are too. The second card, inner guidance system. The best answers always come from the calm, radiant place within me. I wait for these with joy. Yes, ma'am, because who know you like you know you? Nobody. Anyway, and the third card, inner wellspring. I have an inner wellspring of love that luxuriously overflows with abundance. First of all, if you know me, you know I love the word luxurious. I love all things luxurious, honey. So this card is no exception. I think that this reading is going to be so great based on these cards. So let's get right on into it. Okay, so with the first card, we have following my truth. So when I look at this card, or rather, child, when you look at this card, once this episode comes out, what you'll notice is that there is a woman on this card, and her face is what is prominently featured. And when we look at her expression, her eyes are soft, but they say that she knows what time it is. It's kind of like she looks like she's a lady with the mystery. She's a lady that knows what's going on, a lady that is tuned in. And when you look up toward her crown, there is a little like sacred geometry flower that is showing that her crown and her third eye is popping at the same damn time. There are also peacock feathers in her hair and other feathers in her hair. And her hair looks like it's made up of water, but also cosmic stardust, honey. It's a whole scene here. And do not let me forget to bring up the owl that is sitting perched right next to her. So this card, it's a very simple image, but it says so much. Number one, when we look at this woman and we see that her crown and her third eye is popping, that is such an important part of following your truth. Following your divine knowing, your divine inner knowing is such an important part. And I think that a lot of us don't give ourselves credit for being able to tap into that part of ourselves, or we don't rely on that part of ourselves nearly enough. So like I said, she has this look of an inner knowing because why? She is following her truth. She's in tune with her instincts and with her needs. And she knows that she knows what time it is, and she is ready for whatever may come her way. She knows that she has the mental fortitude, the emotional, the spiritual fortitude. She has everything that she needs as she follows her truth, guiding her on her path. And so I wanted to kind of quickly tap into the imagery of the owl, because I think that's also really key here. So when we talk about owls, child, yes, we know we've seen owls before, at least even when I was living in the hood, I definitely saw owls out at night. And what do we know? That owls are considered to be wise and they are considered to be beacons of knowledge. And so I think that that is the lens through which we need to be viewing ourselves as we actually dive into following our own truth. If you can't trust that you have the intuition, the wisdom, or the knowledge to know that you will know every step that you need to take, and that even when you take the wrong step, you're still taking the right step because it's leading you to something bigger, you have to have a certain knowing and a certain wisdom for that. So shout out to the owl for showing up and reminding us of that. And also when we're looking at the peacock, okay, so first of all, I love peacock feathers. I will never forget in the early 2000s, child, having a beautiful pair of peacock feather earrings that I wish I still had today. But anyway, peacocks. What do we know about peacocks? When a peacock show up in a room, baby, you're going to know that the peacock is there. It is going to show up in all of its glory, in all of its pride. The peacock is its own biggest fan. The peacock knows that he, she, it, they are hot shit. And so I think that as we talk about following our truth, there is a certain level of confidence that we need to have in ourselves to know that we are actually tuned in to our intuition and that we trust the direction that we're moving ourselves in, right? So yes, thank you, Owl. Thank you, Peacock, for letting us know what time it is. So let's get into this second card, Inner Guidance System. So the imagery on this card is a little more complex than the imagery on the previous card because there is a lot more symbology going on. There is a woman, and you would think that it looks like to me she's just in the water. Every single thing around her gives me water energy. First of all, the coloring on this card is blue, it's green, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, child. So definitely make sure you get into that imagery. There are dragonflies, which if you listen to earlier episodes of the Cosmic Drag, we have talked about dragonflies and how awesome and their symbology is, and the fact that when dragonflies are eggs, they basically live in the water for the first 2 years of their life before they pop out this motherfucker, spread their wings, and fly. So that's giving water energy. There is also turtle imagery here, and turtles are just also great. And again, the word that is coming up, especially on this card, is inner. And what do turtles do? Turtles are able to go within their shell. They are able to protect themselves. They don't have to be influenced by the outside world because they can just go within and live their best life on the inside. So we got that popping, but there's this look of peace. If she is in the water, she's not even worried about drowning, honey, because she knows what time it is. She knows that she is safe. She knows that she is protected, and she knows that she'll do whatever she needs to do to be able to survive. She'll know what to do. It'll come intuitively to her. And so I think it's also so important to tap into the fact that on this card, there is also some really beautiful energy around the heart center. So like I said, the woman on this card is literally at peace. She is calm, and everything around her is flowing with ease. Her hair is flowing, the different kinds of like sea moss and all of those things that are surrounding her. Everything is flowing in such a beautiful, peaceful flow with ease, like I said. And so there is also like this green flower that is kind of blossoming from the heart area. And so what that really tells me is that when we rely on our inner guidance system, that allows us to lead a life that is more heart-centered, that is really kind of focused on what we're passionate about, the things that we love, who we love. We're able to like really intuit, we're able to move, we're able to make decisions from a place of love. And what a great place to be in, right? So I really just love the imagery on this card. All of the sacred geometry that you see, because there are multiple bits of like sacred geometry on her person. So one in her throat chakra, one down by her sacral and her root. And so to me, when I see all that, that means that she knows that her inner guidance system is popping and that it is in tune because she has a divine mechanic keeping things right and tight. She has that divine connection to spirit that she is the guardian and the manager of. So she already knows that she is good no matter what happens. So that's how she can rest in this water at peace, because she trusts her inner guidance system. Okay. And so for the last card, Inner Wellspring. So I really like this card. It's so cute because this card is also of a woman. And when you look at this woman, everything about her is popping. There's like a burst of light coming from her third eye chakra. It's all over her face. Not only is her neck area adorned, but it looks like to me little like gemstones or something that are kind of just like, to me, they're glistening, honey. It's popping. Her jewelry in this card is definitely popping. Her hair is flowing and it's just so beautiful and colorful. And then she's wearing a dress, and you'll notice certain little seams on her dress. And it also looks like there are all these lines just across her body. And what I really like about this is that everything that is coming from her is flowing outwards, and it's flowing in such a beautiful way. And so I think that I really want to tap into the word abundance on this card, because abundance is so important. It's so important for all of us. And I think, myself included, if you are a person who struggles with abundance, that means that, well, one of the meanings of that is that there's a disconnect between you and your ability to create. And so I want you to know that abundance is about more than money. Like, it literally can be money, but it can be so many different things. Like, for example, when you look at this card, on this woman's dress, you'll see what looks like a man and a woman. Obviously, they stick figures, child. But you'll see a man and a woman dancing, and there's light around them. And it looks like, even with these being stick figures, it looks like there's so much joy here. She also has kind of like what looks like to me the wheel of life on her sleeve. And so we know that the world is kind of in our hands. You know, when we see, or at least for me, when I see the wheel of life, I know that things will happen in divine way, in divine timing. And I just always love the wheel of life symbology. So that's great to see that here. But like I said, abundance is more than money. It literally comes from the seeds that you plant and that you nurture within yourself. So if you are planting the seed of financial abundance, the branches of financial abundance will grow for you. You have to make sure that you have the right internal conditions to allow those seeds to grow. If the seed is the seed of abundance of love, and I'm not just talking about romantic love, like shout out to romantic love, but I'm talking about love in all of the ways that it shows up in a healthy and non-toxic way. When you plant seeds of love, literally the branches of love are going to grow from that. And so remember that the environment within you has to be right. And that is why the inner wellspring is so important. Because like I said, this lady is on this card, and she is beautiful, and she is popping, and she is glowing, and she's at peace. And because she is firing on all cylinders in every way, she is able to allow that to expand out, and it touches everything that touches her. Okay. So with that, y'all, I done talked y'all to death about these cards. Let's get into the cosmic drag, because I don't know if y'all have noticed, but when I look at all of these cards, the word that I keep saying is inner, 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 inner. Okay. It's all about the inside. It's all about you. And so the theme of this cosmic drag, honey, is really, it's you. You are the theme of this cosmic drag, full stop. Or, you know, me, if you're saying it to yourself, you, me, full stop, are definitely the theme of this. It's really time for you to go inward. I don't know if y'all love Pharrell like I love Pharrell, but one of my favorite songs is a hidden track on his album, and it says you got to go inward, and you have to go inward. And so that is what this reading is really calling you to do. Stop playing around, and go inward. All the fingers of your happiness are pointing at you, girl. Okay, they are pointing at you. And so you really need to tune in, tap all the way into your goddess positioning system. And yes, I know that's corny, child, but you get the point. Tap into your own inner knowing, inner wellspring. Like, do you understand the power of those words? Like, did you hear everything that was said on those cards? You literally are a divine, like, spring of things. But if all that you are putting into your wellspring is toxic and fucked up shit, what you think you're going to spew out into the world? So it's really time for you to tap in to your goddess positioning system and find the goddess within you, so that she can come out and go ham in all of the best ways in your life. Okay. So please remember, what you are looking for is inside of you. And it's just sitting there waiting for your ass to get a clue and tap in. Waiting for you to get a clue and tap in. Stop looking outside of yourself for self-love, self-esteem, for joy, for wealth, for healing, for all of the shit that you want in your life. Stop waiting for the next bitch to get it for you, and get it for yourself. That is what this is all leading you to. Stop waiting for everybody else. Stop waiting for other people to validate you. Stop trusting other people's intuition and guidance more than you trust your own. Because what's true for me as a person does not have to be true for you as a person. And my truth may not work for you. And that's why you have to trust your own so that you can tap into the truth that actually is for you, the truth that is right for you, the truth that resonates for you, the truth that will actually not keep you hostage to the fuck shit going on now, but will actually move you forward into your destiny, into your greatness. Trust your own intuition. Trust yourself. Tap into that inner wellspring that is in you waiting to come out. Tap into that inner guidance system that is waiting to get you to the finish line of success, amazingness, whatever the fuck you want, that finish line. Tap into that. Follow and trust your truth. Okay? Because you are the fucking temple. All right? Literally the fucking temple, so sacred, so magical, so amazing. You are the fucking temple. You are made of the stars. I've said it before, and I'm going to keep saying it because I want you to remember. You are literally cosmic fucking stardust, okay? Move accordingly. You are a vessel of abundance, and you are the leader of your life. Nobody else. It's always great to have a team cheering you on and supporting you and walking away with you, but at the end of the day, you are the one that is driving this vehicle, okay? You are in charge. Remember that you are love in human form. Remember that you are enough, full stop, period, okay? In case you needed a translation. You were born with a divine intelligence and connection to the ancestors, so you definitely cannot go off track. Even when it seems like you are off track, you are never really off track. Maybe you are being the beacon that someone else needs to see to know that they can overcome. Because you're going to go inward. You trust yourself. You know what time it is. You know what you are capable of. And even if you are on the wrong path, you will always find your way right to the right one. Okay? You are free to live your best, most ballin', badass, luxurious life, honey. You are fertile ground and you have everything that you need for abundance to grow in your life. And not just to grow, but to grow wildly, honey, to grow like a weed, period. You are the light, you are the seeds, you are the water, you are the sun, the ground, the tools, everything that you need to tend to the cosmic goddess, to the cosmic garden that is in you. You got all the tools, you got all the juice, you got all the drip, period. And so with that, I want you to take a moment to focus in on connecting with the inner wellspring within you. And I want you to consider what is springing from that wellspring. Is it water that is healing and life sustaining and amazing and beautiful? Or girl, is it cola? Is it soda? Because we ain't got time for that. If it's soda, baby girl, you need to clean it up and get it together. But for serious though, I want you to really consider what is springing from you and decide if you are happy with that or if your inner wellspring needs a tune-up. And I want you to make moves accordingly, whatever that means for you. And so y'all already know we are coming to the end. We about to wrap this thing up, but not before we get into this galactic gold. So I want you to just take a moment to hear what I'm about to say. I want you to take a moment to lean into. I want you to take a moment to dive into the energy of the third eye singing bowl that you're about to hear. Take this bit of galactic gold and allow it to carry you through your week into greatness. And so with that, I trust myself and lean into my inner knowing. I trust myself and lean into my inner knowing. I trust myself and lean into my inner knowing. Just breathe and believe it. And with that, we definitely finna wrap up. But before we go, I just want you to know that your girl always has things popping. Of course, distant Reiki sessions. The world is wild as fuck. So it's probably going to be distant Reiki classes and sessions going forward. So if you want in person, sorry, girl, be mad at Miss Rona girl, not me. So yeah, if you are into distant Reiki or you want to do a live online class with me, it's always popping. The energy is always great. And you're going to go out into the world an amazing Reiki master teacher or whichever level you're coming in. Hit up my website, www.thehomegirlhealer.com. If you are out here for some intuitive coaching, let's get into it. Hit me up on my website and let's have a session, baby, so we can do this individually for you in private and really get down to the healing of the cosmic drag, honey. And with that, again, please don't ever forget, y'all, send me links to decks by your favorite Black creators. I love to support Black-owned business, and I can't wait to buy more Black-owned, like Black created decks so I can share it with everybody. And I don't care what part of the world you are, send me your decks, please. And thank you. And I cannot wait to connect with y'all next week. I'm sending you forward in light. I'm sending you forward in love. I'm sending you forward in inner knowing, believing, trusting. And with that, peace, y'all.
Thank you for listening to The Cosmic Drag with the Homegirl Healer. Subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss an episode and connect with the Homegirl Healer on social media so you always know what time it is. Follow Rashina at The Homegirl Healer on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube, and at The Homegirl Healer on Twitter and Clubhouse. And share this podcast with anyone you know who could use a good dragging from the universe.